Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armored Warfare. So today I'm back on the 019 PTS and with some news as well. Obviously if you keep up to date with the forums and the news posts you already know this, but there is an EU/US PTS coming on the 7th. It will run through to the 12th, I believe. It's on at some strange hours. However, the Russian PTS, this gameplay you're seeing here, is from that. And there was another article which was quite interesting, and that is the addition of auto-loading mechanics into the game. So, T14 Armata currently has a 152mm gun, you know, one shot, reload kind of thing. But now it's lost that 152, gone back to a 125, which is standard armament for Russian tanks, but this one has a 4-round autoloader. Now, there is a delay between the shells, of course, and that is 3 seconds. So, you fire one shell, 3 seconds later you fire another, and again, and then you reload for 19.2 seconds. Now, I'm firing AP clips here. You can load heat clips, and you can also load missiles in clips as well, which is a bit weird. Again, I'm not sure how accurate this is or not, but as it's in the game, we have to talk about it. Or rather in the PTS. So, the stats for the tank will be on the screen. The armor piercing does 560 average damage, has quite high penetration, 700 odd. It's been reduced a lot from the previous ones, and the missiles I'm not sure about. They may still go over 1100 penetration, but I doubt it. I didn't actually check. Hit pool wise of this vehicle, you have 2,550. Now, for those of you who may already have calculated, you can pretty much take about 85% health off of Armata from 4 HP if you clip him with each of these 4 shells, doing 560 average damage. That's like 2,200 and it's around 2,200. So, some people are going to like these mechanics. It's going to make certain vehicles different. Currently in the PTS there are 3 vehicles which have these auto-loading mechanics, and they have slightly different, they're slightly different in how they behave. So, the T14 Armata you see here, 4-shot autoloader. The T90 MS has one. I think it has 3 or 4 shots. Again, I've forgotten. I read the article, but I've forgotten. And it has a longer reload time for its clip. And the Merkava 2D, as it's now called, also has an autoloader, but that only has 3 shells in the mag, or the clip. And there is a delay of 2.99 seconds, whereas this is 3 seconds for some reason. Again, it's probably intended to be 3 seconds, and it's good as enough. Pretty much the same. So what do I think of these autoloaders? Now, for those of you who've played World of Tanks has autoloaders, things like the AMX-50B and the T-57 Heavy and the introduced tank called the Kramvan, the Swedish one. Autoloaders can be horrendous, quite toxic. If they like permatrack, you'd be... Well, in my experience in this game, you do get tracked, but you don't get necessarily permatracked all the time. But with the addition of these autoloaders at higher tiers, the Merkava of course is tier 7, so medium to high tiers. Again, this is only 3 vehicles. PTS gameplay can be changed of course at any time, but yeah, that's what the autoloaders are. In terms of the and as you can see here, I've put 2 shots into this guy. A 3rd shot is about to go in, apart from it shatters on his gun mantle pretty much. And also, you may be wondering what that vehicle is. It's a Centaur 155. It's been re-added to the game. I got into a match with it, recorded it, game crashed. So I don't have the footage anymore. But that vehicle, well, apparently it can hit you in the cupola for 783 damage. A lot of people aren't really happy with the cupola changes. And again, I think I read another article saying that they're going to change it again. I will probably do a video on that. But knowing them, they may change their mind again. So, the Armata, it retains a good amount of not HP, a good amount of armor. I've noticed the lower plate is much easier to penetrate, and I've done it numerous times in my playtesting so far on the PTS, where you can literally pen the lower plate again and again and again. It's these weird under penetrations, I guess you could call them, where you hit the floor of the tank when you can't really see it. The traverse speed of the tracks is very, very, very slow compared to what it is in the current game. The turret traverse is fine. Oh, Leopard 2AX, apparently that is the 2A7 but renamed. So we did track in there in one hit, which isn't always the case, and you can see I hit him in the lower plate there, or the very lower part of the hull armor, before I went down. And we lost that game, but a bit of autoloader gameplay in the T14 in balance 2.0019. Feel free to leave your comments down below, and we'll look at the post-game stats. So 5,600 damage, you know, that's basically 2 clips worth, maybe a bit more in fact, closer to 3 clips. It wasn't a bad match, although we lost, and you can see the T14 on their team did 7,000 damage, so we did hit our targets quite well. The accuracy is good, the aim time is good. I will have to give it some more testing. I mean, you can see the gameplay for yourself, you can decide whether or not you like it here and now. And of course there are retrofits on this tank, including spool line vision range increase optics, augmented optics they call them. Augmented breach I think it's called. There's a lot of things I need to look at in this, and a lot of vehicles. Unfortunately most people just play tier 10s, and I would rather play a mix of vehicles. So maybe when the EU version comes on we'll be able to do that, because they're going to be doing it in stages, where the first couple of days are 1 to 4 tiers, next couple of days are 5 through 7, and then the last are 7 through, or 8 through 10. We will see. But there was the first look at some T14 Armata auto-loading gameplay. And as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.